Hey guys, it is Tyler here, and welcome back again. And due to an incident, I'm not going to bring up again, but a camera especially. But this time I'm actually going to do my least favorite movies again, part one for Thanksgiving of 2016. Today's Thanksgiving, as we all know. So yeah. Anyways, let's go and get started. It's been a while since I've done this, so yeah. It's a nice late night, 11 p.m. thing to do, so here we go. Um, yeah, less than an hour, it's going to be November 25th, not to get off topic, but yeah. So, anyways, let's go ahead, and as a resource, I'm using my least favorite movies list, because some of these I don't really remember. It'll bring back memories, like, of when I watched them and stuff like that, and it'll kind of help me explain the movies better. Alright, so let's begin. The first movie I'm going to be reviewing that I did not like, these are all movies I can't stand. John Carter, oh my god. John Carter, ugh. It was just just the live action to it, it just didn't really look good, you know? It's just, like, almost everything looks just ridiculous, like, and these whatever these are, these like monkey things. I don't even know what the hell these are, but man, they looked completely laughable in this movie. I mean, this movie is a pathetic shame. That should not be viewed by anyone. It's really it's pathetic. It's just made for money, and it's really just did not turn out a very good film. Next up, Home on the Range. Oh, dear God, I hated this one. I mean, the animation looks just off-center. It looks stupid, it looks corny, it looks almost like the most outdated kids show ever. You know, it looks like an outdated kids show. I mean, it looks horrific. Oh my god, I can't believe how bad the animation looks. It looks just so run-the-mill, slap in the face. It just rushed. Like, really rushed. And they just really just rushed the movie through. You could tell they just slapped whatever on it. They released it that day. I could tell they were in a hurry or something. Something was just not right. And, yeah. That's what happened to the movie, probably. Honestly, I think the movie probably should not have been made. There's probably just no reason for it, honestly. The story was just non-existent. It was a mess, and the character development is, it's kind of outdated, and just doesn't really feel in character of the development that is brought to the characters. It just feels like it's just not really connected to anything about the movie. But yeah, there's a lot of problems with this movie. I think they should have definitely spent more time in this movie. They should have just pulled it back into like another year or so they could do more with it, make it a little bit better. But yeah, and like try to get better animation if they can, better animators. The animation in this movie, oh god, it is horrible. It is just terrible. Ugh. What else is there that I cannot stand? Guys, some of these I can't really remember, so I have to use the least favorite movies list as a resource, because some of these I don't really remember, because I have done that video a long time ago. Wait, let me see when I did the video, actually, if you're curious. March 13th of this year. That's the one I'm using. Let's see. Sorry. Another movie I did not like is, oh, good one. Race to Witch Mountain. Yeah. And I understand that they were gonna make a kind of like a prequel to Escape from Witch Mountain, but sorry. But sorry. But however, it really did not work out. I mean, Dwayne Johnson, he's a fine actor, but like everything else about this movie, it feels like it was just outdated. I mean, it feels like it was unfinished. It was unfinished. They didn't take the time to finish it fully. The ending feels like it was just kind of slapped together and just presented to the people. The ending just really was not that good. And, what else is there about it? So much. It just really it's not a good movie. It really isn't. It should not be seen. If you haven't seen it, yeah, I would skip over this one, definitely. It's really nothing new. It's really something you've seen a long time ago. It's something that it's just not made properly. They should have spent a lot more time on it. They should have spent a lot more energy on it. They should have used a lot more resources. Yeah, and didn't like it. It was stupid. It wasn't very good, really. Next, I got Chicken Little from 2005, I think. But yeah, Chicken Little. Yeah, the storytelling was almost non-existent. It was just really, it was meshed. It was like just really tightly put together in a bad way. You know, it feels like it feels like it just has like so many airs on it. You know, like the scenery. Ooh, don't want to go there. And the CGI. It's mind-boggling how much they screwed it up, especially the Disney logo. That is ugly as hell. But, yeah, even the Disney logo's ugly as hell in this movie. I don't think there's really a redeeming quality about this movie. It really is just not a movie that should be watched. It really isn't. It's just really bad. Really bad. I mean, I don't know what was the purpose of this movie to begin with, but I think it was like to make kind of like a spin-off, a little bit of a spin-off to Chicken Run or something. I don't know. It was something like that probably, and it did not work out. It really did not. It failed on all cylinders. They just presented something really rushed, horribly animated, and they just brought it into the studios and worked on it, I guess. So yeah, that's that movie. Next, I got Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. Oh, I did not like those. The Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, they were headache-inducing. They were stupid. They were annoying. The CGI... Look at this! The CGI is just breathtakingly bad. Headache-inducing. Probably could cause cancer. Can be contagious. It destroys the cartoon. It destroys people's childhood. It destroys everything people are trying to present and people were trying to work so hard on back in the day. If they just take it, they just ripped it up. They just said, you know what? No, let's not do that. Let's make a rush project to sum up that show. God, this movie... If I had a penny for every single time this movie annoyed me, it'd be so much. I'd be able to afford a flat screen TV. Oh my god. I mean, this movie. Headache. That's just the first film I just talked about. Now, the second... Oh, don't even remind me. That was so much more worse. I don't even want to think about that one. It was so much worse, excuse me. That wasn't proper English. And the third one... No, I'm not even talking about that one either. Terrible. And they made a fourth one, too. That is disgusting. That's disgraceful. What were you thinking, Fox? What were you thinking? That is not good thinking of you to make another one. That is really bad on your part. Alright, next up... The Game Plan. Now, I know I'm not interested in sports, but this movie, I thought could have been just so much better. Even though I'm not a fan of sports, you know, I know I'm not, but... Man, The Game Plan still let me down. It was awful. Just awful, in my opinion. I mean, oh, God. It just had so many, like, just so many scenes in it that just were unlikable. I just really hated it. Some of it really just blew my mind how stupid it was. And it's just, again, it's just really, it's just rushed. It's not stable enough. It's not presentable. It's not, really not all that professional. It really is just, it feels like just an average, boring baseball game. Even though one of the boring ones, not the ones that people like watching. Talk about like one of the, like some of the boring ones, you know, like people don't really like to watch. But yeah, it felt like one of those. It felt like it was just, it was poorly written. It was poorly presented. It was just, pure trash, pure vomit, whatever, terrible. And Fred Claus, I know a lot of people thought it was a guilty pleasure, but I didn't like it because I thought it was kind of a copycat of Elf. And another thing I didn't like about it was I thought it just wasn't presented right, and it just, the scenery in it, it was alright, but the acting in it was, ooh, it was like very low level. It was just not really, it wasn't really like that funny, really, or it wasn't really even that entertaining. It just felt like it was just kind of there to be there. It just, ugh, that's not how I was supposed to feel about that. So yeah, didn't care for it. A lot of people did. That's their opinion. I just personally just didn't really like it. Okay, what else is there? Oh yeah, this animated movie, I don't think a lot of people seen. It was called 9. It's from 2009. Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of this movie, but then actually another night I watched the whole thing. Oh my god, the animation in this, oh, it is just so ugly. And the thing I really just hate about it is, I really hated the way that, I mean, I liked the way it was dark. I liked that. That was good. I liked the way it was dark and everything. But the thing that really just annoyed me about it was, when it came to character development and other things, they just really, like, almost completely skipped out on that. I don't even remember almost any character development in this movie at all. I mean, it's just so missing with character development. It's so missing with other things too. It's just missing a whole lot. It's missing so much. They skipped out so much of this movie. They skipped out almost everything. Like, some of the only things they really have in this movie is scenery. Yeah, that's nice. Action and has a screenplay and some acting. That's it. That's pretty much the entire movie. Oh, this movie's a slap in the face. I really just hate it, in my opinion. I think it's just should have been so much better. It sucked. Smosh the movie. Oh dear God. I saw bits and pieces of this movie. Ooh, it was like Fred the movie 2.0. It was awful. It was so not funny. It was just, it felt like Fred 2.0. It was so annoying and next one. I don't care about that movie. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Maleficent. Now this one is kind of for me. I don't really hate this one as much as a lot of the movies I'm going to be mentioning here, but yeah, still Maleficent. It just really just should not have been made. I mean, it was basically like another one of those really pointless Disney movies that's coming out now. It's just, it really is nothing new. The cast is, like, not really a surprise. However, I'll admit there are some good moments in this movie, but yeah, I saw this in the theaters on opening night. Oh no, I saw it at the premiere the night before it came out. But what was I saying? So yeah, another thing I really just not like about this movie was I didn't like that they didn't really go into too much detail about the characters. I mean, I think they kind of like 9. They left a lot out. Like it feels like they just kind of rushed in, just presented it to people. You know, they really didn't go much on the character development. They didn't really say much about themselves. You know, and it feels like it's just missing. It's just missing a whole lot of stuff, and that definitely should have had one way or the other. Yeah, this movie just feels missing. I mean, it's still watchable, but it's just kind of missing a lot of detail. And it's just not really a very good prequel to Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, Disney is just, they've really just given up on their movies now. Oh my god, I can't believe how much they're giving up on their movies. They just don't care anymore, I can tell. Next up, another movie I hate. Oh boy. Oh god, I hate this one. This movie, it's so, I mean, so stupid. What's that one movie I had in mind? I'm trying to find it on here. Oh, here it is. Ready, guys? The Twilight Trilogy. These movies were some of the most idiotic, poorly written, terribly acted, and had, not only that, it had some pieces of garbage, and not only that, it had some of the most unlikable characters in movie history. I mean, they have more unlikable characters than Fred the movie, if you want to know the honest truth. I mean, God, I liked Fred from Fred the movie better than them, and I really hate that movie. I hate the character Fred they play in that movie. It's so annoying, so high-pitched, it's awful. But guess what? This movie has worse acting, in my opinion. I mean, it's so stupid. It's dumb. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate these predictable wastes of time that's supposed to be romantic, and they just suck. They suck. Hurt my throat from all of that. Hurt my throat after going into all of that. I had a lot to get out there, though, because I really hate those movies, and I have for several years. I've just, ever since I pretty much watched it, I was like, ugh, this is definitely not for me. Yeah, I know, I understand that it's not made for me. The audience is not made for me, but, I would have at least expected a little bit more character development. I would have expected more likable characters. No. There's so many more unlikable characters than likable. So many more unlikable. I mean, almost every single character in it, I just hated. I hated almost every single character in it, honestly, if I want to know the truth. I think almost everyone did, like, a pretty poor job at it. I think they could have done a lot better. They, yeah. Sorry if I'm being harsh, but I'm just being honest, you know? I'm just speaking my honest opinion here. I just did not care for Twilight films. Oh, God, those movies. Screw them. Next, the Transformers movies. Now, I'll admit, the first one isn't that bad. It's kind of bad, but it isn't really that bad. But the other three, oh, good lord, they're awful. Oh, my God! Especially Transformers 3. I hate that one the most now. Actually, it used to be Transformers 2. Now it's Transformers 3 since I last watched it. It is so boring. It is so long. It is so long. It feels like a 4-hour movie. It's so long. In like the worst way. It's so long. It's terrible. I mean, oh my God. I got so bored watching it. I was waiting for it to end. So I finally could just enjoy myself! Excuse me. Well, that definitely didn't happen. Oh, dear God. I hate this movie. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, this movie. I hate it. I really hate it. I really hate Transformers 3. I hate Transformers 2. I hate Transformers 4, even though I saw bits and pieces of it, and I watched a review of Cinema, but yeah, it's enough to say pretty much that I hate it. Because I've seen a lot of it still. I've pretty much seen a lot of it. But yeah. Well, Transformers 2, oh, that one's pretty bad too. But, yeah, that one also put me to sleep. Oh, my God, that one literally put me to sleep. I was so bored. Oh, that movie, oh, it was a headache. It was a headache. It just was so hard to watch in certain parts. No, almost all parts, actually. Almost all of them. It was just so poorly designed, poorly written, and just it had terrible acting. It really did. It had horrible acting. Sorry, guys. I'm just changing my stats to away because I'm taking a break from Skype. But anyways, like I was saying, I think they really just took away a lot of character development, and they just replaced it all with a bunch of mindless, brainless action scenes and just explosions everywhere. And I know that's where Michael Bay likes to go, but Michael Bay, please, just limit that. Limit yourself with that. Limit it. You have to add character development. You have to add a story. You have to add that stuff, too. It cannot just be action, 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 action at the end. You are missing the point to action. Let me give you the point to action. You have to balance it out with action in certain parts, not very long, but then you have to put a lot of story, a lot of character development. You have to make it great. Make it a story. That's what you're supposed to do in an action movie. All of the older action movies had a purpose. They had that. They had it. They had a purpose. They had a story. They had character development. They had all of that. Why do these movies not have enough of that? I mean, come on, really? I understand the rush, but it seems like movies are just not made the way they used to be. Movies used to be made pretty well, but now movies, oh god, they suck now. Ugh. Most movies suck now. Dear god. What else? Oh yeah, Shrek the Third and Shrek Forever After. Let's start with Shrek the Third. What I thought about it is it was just unnecessary, completely unnecessary. I mean, I thought Shrek 2 was, I feel mixed ways. Some days I like it, some days I really don't. I'm like, this movie sucks sometimes, but I mainly think it's okay. But Shrek the Third, on the other hand, oh god, it is just, it's just a waste of time. It's just, like, the animation in it is but, like, I think what they did with the franchise, it was really terrible, what they did. And I thought, it went the complete opposite direction that should have been, and I think it was just a letdown to Shrek fans. And Shrek Forever After, oh, that one. Oh, yeah, Mom? I'm making a video. I know. Can I please just finish the video now?
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
I need you to clear off your bed. Look at
I know, Mom.
on your bed.
I'll fix it. Alright, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. I got interrupted. But anyways, okay, so Shrek the Third. Ooh, bad one. Very bad one. What else to say about it? I just think there just wasn't enough to it. Really was not enough to it. It felt like it was just rushed. It wasn't enough to it, and yeah. Oh, wait, Shrek the Fourth. Forgot, we're in the fourth film, not the third. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm a little bit behind myself, you know. Starting to go back a little bit. But, Shrek Forever After, oh, dear Lord. That movie, I don't even want to talk about. It was painful to the Shrek franchise. It was a painful boom to end the franchise. It just turned the franchise to a complete earthquake and just exploded. It just destroyed the franchise utterly. Another movie I hate. Let's see. The Hunger Games movies. Oh god. Oh, ooh. I hate every single one of those. Every single one of those. They are so stupid. They're poorly written. They're terribly acted. They feel like just knockoffs of Twilight again. And oh god, Twilight is awful, and Hunger Games is no different. It is just terrible as well. And I saw Catching Fire as well, but I avoided the other two. Thank God. I'm not planning to watch those at all. Avoiding them, skipping them. But Catching Fire sucked. Definitely sucked. Yeah, it sucked. When I saw it in the theaters, oh my god. Oh god, so many things about it, just really bad. They just screwed up almost everything. It was like almost a knockoff of Twilight at that point. Next, I got the Total Recall remake. Oh yeah, that movie. Oh, I do not want to talk about that movie. I do not. But I will for you guys. Yeah, the Total Recall 2012 remake. It freaking sucks. I love the original 1990 film. I think it's like one of the best movies I think I've seen in my life. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I love it so much. But guess what? The remake, on the other hand, had no Mars. It did not even have some of the single classic moments in it that made it good to begin with. And not only that, the characters, the entire hour and a half the movie was, it was just a chase. It was a chase. What is this, Inspector Gadget 2.0? Oh my god, why? They had like the dumbest chase scenes I've ever seen in any other movie. Oh my god. I bet the movie Catch Me If You Can had better action, and that one had a lower budget, I believe, than Total Recall had, the remake. And that already had better action than this piece of crap. This movie is abomination. It should just be non-existent anymore. It should just be deleted from Hollywood's history. It should be deleted everywhere and taken off the shelves. Next, well, that's just my opinion, though. I'm just saying. Oh, here's a movie that I thought was so repetitive, it just killed the entire movie, how repetitive it was. Edge of Tomorrow. Now, I know a lot of people like this movie. That's absolutely fine. I hated it because I thought it was the most repetitive movie ever. It showed the same scenes 100 times over and over again. It's like, just get to the freaking action. Nobody cares. Why are you referencing everything? Come on. Plus, not only that, it does not create character development. It just slows down the story. It just makes it just harder to watch. It really does. I mean, it's just so many things about this movie just, it did not work. It failed. Everything. I mean, oh my god, this movie was a failure. I mean, oh my god. Just downright god-awful. Shameful that this movie had to come out. I mean, it was just the same scenes over and over again. It felt like, after watching the first scene of the movie, you basically seen the entire movie. It was seriously that poorly written. Wow. That's something to pay $15 for a ticket, even though it's not a ticket anymore because it's no longer theirs, but yeah, you really want to pay $15 to $20 for a movie that just on DVD or Blu-ray, if you guys are into that. I'm just saying, like, if just the opening scene is basically replayed several freaking times over and over again. The second half of the movie, which just completely kills the story. It does not add anything. It just takes away from the character development, takes away from the story, it takes away from all sorts of creative ideas the movie's potential had. I mean, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This movie should be banned. I mean, I can't believe that it keeps playing the same scenes over and over again. I mean, it's so repetitive. It shocks me how repetitive it is. It's so horribly repetitive. It could give someone headaches. Next, I'm going to get hate for this, but the Peanuts movie. Yeah. I know what you guys are going to say. Some people are going to hate me for it. That's fine. But I really hated the Peanuts movie because I thought it just, as a whole, it really did not match up to it did not really have anything to do with Peanuts at all. I mean, a completely different storyline. The characters in 3D CGI, they look so creepy. I hate the way they look now. I hate it. They don't have to use CGI for everything, you know. They even use CGI SpongeBob now. SpongeBob Stay Out of Water. I mean, no, SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water, my bad. Oh my god, I'm bad with names right now, I'm sorry. But, yeah. That movie also had CGI. God, I'm tired of it. Honestly, I'm gonna do future rant on CGI. I'm so tired of it. They overuse it like just crazy. They keep overusing it with everything. Stop! Oh my God, what's next? They're gonna make a live-action Sesame Street movie? Make Warner Brothers produce it? Oh my God. Yeah. 2 thumbs down for this one. Really, 2 thumbs down for this one. It was a disgrace to the original, in my opinion. I thought it it did not follow anything. It was a failure. Next, I got The Croods. Oh, this one, I don't want to talk that much about. I'll talk a little bit about it. The Croods. Oh, it was so terrible. They played it at my school, and oh my God, it got so boring in the second half. I literally just put my head down. I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not watching this. This movie sucks. I think it was around a half hour into the film. And I was like, you know what, this sucks. And I just put my head down. It's an awful movie. Yeah, and it's another one of those typical DreamWorks animation movies now that, in my opinion, just suck. Next, I got Ghost Rider. Yeah, there was good scenes in this movie. I'll say there was good scenes in this movie. I thought it was a guilty pleasure. I actually think it's a guilty pleasure, even though at the same time I do hate it. But I actually do think it's a guilty pleasure at the same time. So this one I don't really hate as much, because I also consider this movie a guilty pleasure at the same time. But other than that, this movie really is not all that good when it comes to superhero-wise. It's kind of like the Superman 4, even though it's not nearly as bad, I promise. It's not as bad, but it's way more watchable than that movie. Oh, screw Superman 4. Oh, we're going to get to that one when we get to the way worse ones. But Superman 4, yeah, sucked. Didn't care for it, but oh God, Ghost Rider, yeah. And no, it was not as bad. It was not as bad, but still, it's kind of bad too at the same time, because superhero movies mostly should not be like that. I think it kind of disrespected the way superhero movies are supposed to be. Ugh, God, I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry. I think I'm tired or something, but yeah. Sorry, I cannot talk tonight. But anyways, yeah, Ghost Rider. It pretty much sucked. And speaking of Ghost Rider, I'm going to go to the sequel too, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance. Same thing. I mean, well, actually, I think it's actually a little bit worse than the original. I'll take that back. I think it's a little bit worse than the original. Yeah, this one was even less of a guilty pleasure, which I kind of think made the original kind of fun. But they took it out and they just replaced it with this boring, stupid Michael Bay action. It's like, really? Oh my God, this movie really infuriated me. It made me angry. I mean, I couldn't believe they did this. I mean, to be honest, I actually kind of liked the way they did the original. I'm glad they actually kind of made it a little bit funny in some areas. They kind of added a little bit of charm to it, even though, yeah, I didn't like it, but they had some charm to it at least. That's good. That's a plus. However, Ghost Rider 2, no charm. It was even more boring. It was bland, and the character development was so small that with the human eye you can't see it. You have to get like glasses, or like very deep glasses or something to see it. It feels like just a little molecule. It's ridiculous. What else? Indiana Jones Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Oh my God, this movie was just, I mean, incredibly powerfully dumb in all cylinders. It disrespected the Indiana Jones series. And, I mean, look at his face. Look at his face. He looks like, what? What am I doing here? He looks just kind of like, he kind of doesn't really look like himself in this poster. Look at him. I bet that girl was smiling because she knew this movie would kind of suck. Even though, there was a plus about this movie, I will say. I do like the way that, again, it was kind of a guilty pleasure in a way, too, because it's kind of funny in some areas, but this one is a lot less funny in Ghost Rider, a lot less funny. because it actually does have some pretty rushed elements too, and the graphics, oh, sometimes they're just horrible. They look awful. I mean, oh, ooh, some of it, oh god, it's so hard to watch. Like all those spiders, oh my god, oh. I mean, when I watched that, I had nightmares after I watched that. That was like the worst scene ever. I hated that scene. Oh my god. Sorry for the exaggerating. I just hated it. I really, truly did. It gave me nightmares for like almost a week. I hated it. The graphics in it, I think, are like almost up there with Son of the Mask. The graphics in this movie are, I bet they were used in the same way they used the ones in Son of the Mask. I mean, they just looked literally that creepy, and ugh, didn't care for it. That's basically all I can say. There's not really much else to say. Next I got, oh, ew. Oh god, the Shaggy Dog remake. Now there's not really much to say about. All I could say mainly is it's just kind of a pointless movie again. It's, you know, I just think they should have just left it alone for what it was. The original was. And next one, The Wild. Oh god, I did not like the animation in that movie at all. Yeah, the animation was terrible. And the storytelling was beyond weak. It was so weak. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. They were so bad with the storytelling in this movie. And the characters, oh, they look so ugly at times. Oh my god, the animation is just so horrible. It's awful looking. I mean, look. Look at this CGI. It is nasty. Nasty. Almost looks like they took the lion from Madagascar, just made very few changes to him, and just added him in this movie. And yeah, it feels like a copy of Madagascar, and it feels like a copy of The Lion King as well. It almost looks like that lion from Lion King as well. This time CGI. You know what? I think it actually looks a little bit more like that. I mean, it looks like it ripped on. This movie looks like a mixture of The Lion King and oh god, it's lost it. What's that other movie that I said it looks like? Oh jeez. My brain's freezing up. Oh, dear God. Oh, yeah, Madagascar. Okay. So, Madagascar and... Oh, dear God. My brain... Forget it. My brain's just, like, half asleep right now. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. No. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I'm so sorry, guys. My brain... Oh... I think I'm just going to do one more movie, and then that's just going to be it for tonight, because my brain is mesh. I have to get some sleep. What's the last movie I'm going to review for this part? Let's pick a really bad one to end here. Oh no. Oh. Why not? You know what? Why not? Planet 51. Oh, the animation is, like, it almost, like, makes fun of the alien, thing. I mean, it's just, animation looks like it just came out of something from... Like, the characters look like a bunch of, sorry, it's kind of hard to explain, but it makes it look like the characters are a bunch of, action figures, and not the actual things. I mean, they just did such a poor job with it. It did not look realistic at all. At least not to me, but, yeah, it's just really, overall, it sucked. Look at the animation. The characters look like, again, they just look like, either that or they look like, they came out of, Sid the Science Kid. This time, with green, this time they turned green, and they just add a few details to them. That's what it feels like. I mean, I am glad that, Homemade Films made, an appearance in it. That's pretty cool. That's also from Homemade Films, but it was the first movie in such a long, long time. But, still, this movie, it's just really, I didn't like it. If you guys liked it, all your opinions are respected. And, yeah, part 2 will be coming up tomorrow, I promise. And, yeah, see you tomorrow. Yep, and do not watch these awful movies. Take care. Hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys in the next part.